sit for a minute or so, go back in. Is that easier or more difficult?
I feel like it's harder. When you have a 90-second run, like your blood's flowing, you're going. Like when you get held for TV before you drop in, it just takes your mind off of it. So it's like the quicker they can get back and go, the better. But with having to wait, it kind of throws you a little off. So I see why it's hard for him to get into the zone.
So we are into the final here for Moto X Best Whip. We've narrowed it down to these 4 finalists. You're taking a look at Axel Hodges right here. It is a 4-minute jam session in our quest for gold out here in Moto X Best Whip. And here comes Tyler Berriman, your 2019 X Games Minneapolis Best Whip gold medalist.
Yeah, I just feel like whips are one of those things too. It's the pop off the ramp so crucial. A regular right side up trick, freestyle trick, or a flip, you can kind of compromise with it a little bit, but whips, it's just you need to get that pop off the ramp to get the bike turning the way you want it.
Yeah, the boys are going for it.
Yeah, not touching landing right there. I'd say that's going for it. That's some adrenaline taking over. TB's wanting it.
That's wanting to get that little bit bigger of a whip.
Yep.
Tom Parsons, he's got 3 X Games medals. All of them are in Best Whip. He's the owner of a gold and 2 silver. You don't get scores here. It's overall impression with the judges, so you'll see the names moving around on the leaderboard here. It's a live ranking, if you will.
I'm going to go out on a limb, too, and say the judges got their work cut out for them. All 4 of these guys, they all have their own unique style. I think that's why Best Whip's so cool, is there's no 2 guys that look the same, and so the judges are really going to have to break down these whips, get these slow-mos like this to really understand what's going on.
Yeah, and literally any one of these 4 can win at any moment right now.
I think that's always the plus to Best Whip, is it's kind of unpredictable. It's, Jared McNeil just went from winning however many medals over the years to not making a final.
Yeah, and if you think about it right now, every bike in the final is a 4-stroke. It's so much harder to ride these jumps on a 2-stroke. We're at elevation here. The jumps are a little bit bigger. The first one's smaller. It's not like your normal 75-foot jump.
So that run put Tom Parsons in the top spot, but this was your top qualifier coming out of the elimination round. Genki Watanabe, 2-time whip medalist.
And I know Twitch has spent a lot of time with Wanky. How was he feeling coming in this? He
lives with me. I see him in a jacuzzi every morning. I went out this morning at 6 o'clock to let the pig out, and he's in the jacuzzi saying he's the body maintenance crew. But he's been feeling good lately, man. He's been riding a lot. He's been working at the shop every day with us. So it's like he'll go ride in the morning and then come work the rest of the day, or come work in the morning and then ride at night.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good to hear. It's showing, too. That was a huge turn down right there.
Go back up to the top of the order with Axel Hodges. He was in the top spot for most of that elimination round. At the end of his first round here, he finds himself in that number 3 position.
Oh.
Awesome angle right there from the drone. That's the turn up Twitch was talking about earlier. You kind of pop off the ramp, almost reverse whip, get that front end up. And yeah, it looks awesome off the 105. I definitely think that jump was built for that.
So we're under 2 minutes, so we're halfway through here. It's Parsons, Berriman, Watanabe, your 1, 2, 3 as we bring back in Tyler Berriman.
So Twitch, do you think these guys are sitting up on the roll and kind of studying each other's whips and knowing that, hey, I've got to do this bigger, or are they kind of in their zone, looking at their bar pad, just trying to think about their own whip?
I think they pretty much already know what they need to do. They're out there just doing it for themselves right now. When you try to worry about everybody else, that's when you mess up.
That's why I didn't go far in this sport.
So your current leader with just under a minute and a half left to go here in the jam session. It's a 4-minute jam session clock in this final round.
That was huge.
So I know back in the day this was all fan judging. It was basically voted in. If you had to vote right now, who'd you pick?
If I had to vote right now, without seeing the rest of the people's runs, I'd say Tom, Bierman, Wanky, Axel.
Can't argue that. That's
basically how it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Wanky in for attempt number 2 here as we hit the 1-minute mark here at Moto X Best Whip. Look at that follow cam shot. That was insane with the drone.
Yeah, back to what I was saying earlier, that's always the best camera angle for a turn down because, like I said, he's basically carving that ramp. You can see the carve off the ramp, and then he's facing us, looking straight at us, 180, and then still has to bring the bike back to the landing.
Yeah, I feel like every whip by far looks the best from the back.
Yeah.
That'll bump him up as a 1 spot. That got him out of bronze and put him in a silver spot. But with 30 seconds left to go, this looks like it's going to be the final round for everybody. Well, Axel Hodges on the outside of that podium as of right now, so this could possibly be the last case for him to try to grab that medal.
I will say, too, talking with Axel yesterday after practice, man, he spent a lot of time and energy building this course for these guys and getting this thing all set up, so I'm sure he's having fun out there with the boys. He gets to ride his home pad with, all his best friends, do whips, and, I mean, he's doing huge whips. I'm just validating that he put in a lot of work to make this course happen for these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
right there going over the quarter pipe landing. That's such an intimidating feel. I mean, the jump's the same. It's 75 feet, but you're looking at that quarter pipe landing, and it gets the butterflies going a little bit.
Well, that looks like it's not going to be enough to jump him into podium contention. So Parsons, Watanabe, and Berriman going to walk out of here with some medals. The question is, which ones are they going to roll away from the sleigh ground with here in Moto X Best Whip?
So much style out of Tyler. You know, it's so fun to watch these guys. I was never much for whipping. Don't ask me why. I just couldn't figure it out. But watching these guys, it's literally like there's WD-40 on the ramp when they take off. You know, just sliding the bike out from under them. So much style.
Tom's like the silent sleeper with style, dude.
He is. He really is. You know, out in the hills, he's always hitting big stuff, doing these same whips off natural terrain jumps, and you know, he definitely deserves to be in this final.
He's so smooth sometimes, I feel like it hurts him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotta use that throttle a little more, yank that head around a little bit, make it look like he's just trying, but yeah.
His is just effortless, man. It's so smooth. It's so cool to watch.
Yeah.
So even though the time clock has run out, sounds like we're going to go into one more round here, so everyone's going to get one more attempt at it, I'm being told here, as we look at Genki Watanabe once again.
Huge.
Massive turn down. The only thing I would say is, you know, some of these guys had a little more variety. I know variety doesn't matter, it's overall impression, but I'm sure the judges are looking at like the big turn up off the 105 as well as the turn down on the 75.
Well, and that's what I kept telling the Wanky too. I'm like, dude, you need to hit the 105. Like, you need to have that variety in there. And he's like, I have no style. No style, dude. No style, I don't do.
Well, at least he's honest about it.
Yeah.
So now we're into the fourth and final round here. Last go around for Axel Hodges. Again, Tom Parsons sitting in that top spot here in this Best Whip final as of right now.
I really feel like Axel not boosting his normal turn-ups on the 105 are really hurting him right now.
Yeah, I think that's Axel. What he's known for, you know, is his huge turn-ups. But like I said, I mean, I can't imagine the amount of energy he spent over the last month getting this place dialed.
No,
you know?
He was out here being water boy. I told him, I'm like, dude, come ride. He's like, oh, I'm watering right now. I'm like, let XGames do that.
Don't you have people for that?
Yeah, it's your place.
I like it. Twitch doing the time management for the riders out here.
Ooh, that's
getting
close.
Getting close to that ramp there.
Well, the leaderboard has changed.
Oh, Genki's at the top spot there. So Axel not going to get into medal contention, but how about Genki? He was in that top spot in the elimination round, and here in the last round, he finds himself in that top spot, or third run. I guess it's third run. He still gets one more run to go. The last attempt here for Tom Parsons.
Yeah, great showing by Tom. You know, like I said, he had a little bit of everything on the whips, kind of a variety, turn-ups, turn-downs, 105, 75. I mean, he gave the judges a lot to look at in this whip contest.
So being the last guy to go in the rotation, it looks like this is going to be a glory lap here for Genki Watanabe because his name's still in that #1 spot on the list here.
Well, if he stays in #1, Twitch, you gonna up the rent?
He actually lives with me for free, and I pay him, and we pay him to work for us, so he's gonna have to start paying us something, right?
Yeah.
So taking a look at some highlights here, just waiting for the final results to come in here. Taking another look at Winky here in this last run.
Just so much commitment from all these boys off the ramp. You know, once you hit that ramp, like right there, you can see he's already dipping the shoulder at the top of the ramp, turning it backwards, spotting his landing there, getting the bike back nice and straight.
So pumped for Winky too. Like, not a lot of people know. Like, he almost lost his leg at Monster Cup Vegas 2 years ago, and now he's out here winning medals again.
Yeah. That's persevering through it all. I would probably quit.
Yes.
I mean, I quit and I didn't even get hurt.
I love that these dudes have no clue what place they're in right now.
Yeah.
So just waiting for the reveal here.
And this is what I like about Whip is these guys all look stoked, you know.
So when it's all said and done, it looks like it's going to be Tom Parsons that walks out of here with that gold medal. And Genki's going to have to settle for silver there, and Tyler Berriman getting the bronze.
Yeah, that's up to the judges. Like I said, it's overall impression. These guys, you know, like I said earlier, Tom had a lot of variety. He gave the